Hello again and welcome to another video on my DIY Airbus A320 home flight simulator. So today I have an update on interfacing it with the Fenix Airbus A320. I've managed to get it interfaced via mobiflight. The overhead panel now works, or it should work, with the Fenix. The FCU is the CP flight one. I'm still waiting on a driver from them that will function correctly. At the moment the push-pull functions on the knobs are reversed, and the pressure setting in the knob is also wrong. Down here we've got the flight sim PM thrust levers and flaps module. That all works absolutely fine. And then I've also got the open cockpits RMP panel, which also works with the Fenix, and that's interfaced using OI4FS, which is an RK software app. And he was very good with the emails to help me get that up and running. The tablet is a 10-inch tablet running the MCDU. I know Fenix have got a built-in MCDU now, but sadly for this tablet it doesn't work, so I'm using the freeware sort of server app or whatever it is from Flight Sim.to to get the MCDU working. And to do that I had to pop out the MCDU screen from the simulator, but touch wood, it's working quite well. And then of course we've got the main instrument panel, so we've got the engine warning display, the systems display, and we've also got the ND and the PFD. These are not functional with the exception of the PFD ND transfer button, that one just there. That one is wired in and that one does work. And the only one that's still left to interface is the anti-skid nose wheel steering toggle to get that working. Everything else, when I last powered it up, everything else worked. You'll notice that there's a smaller screen now. I had a bit of an accident with the monitor that was there, so I've had to use the smaller screen until I can replace it. What else is there left to really say? The overhead panel. So you'll notice that the left side is mostly now painted with the black buttons. The centre panel has all got the annunciators and everything labelled on that, and then the right side still needs some work doing. I just realised I've forgotten to also interface the extract override button, but I can do that at a later date. And then those screws there just hold on the Arduinos. So the overhead runs off two Arduino Megas. They're the Lego ones, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And then I've got a third one running behind the main instrument panel to do the lights on the gear and the auto brake buttons as well. Got the tray table which folds and retracts in, and then down here we've got the Thrustmaster TCA side stick. I think that's about it. So without further ado, let's try powering it up and see if it's all functioning correctly. So first of all, I'm going to switch on the batteries. I know I don't have the green indicator on the external power. That is something that will come later on. But we'll turn it on anyway. And you see everything starts to power up. We've got the screen start to come alive. If we watch the overhead panel, you'll see that the fire annunciators do their thing. Okie dokie. So, in a moment we'll do the APU fire test. Once the screen's fully come alive. There we go. So if I come up to the overhead and I push and hold the test button, so we've got 2 lights, should have the master warning, yeah, and the bell and the indication on there. So that's the APU fire test, and then we can do engine 1. It's got the 3 lights, master warning with the bell, and it's on the screen. Got 3 lights, warning with the bell, and it's on the screen. Now I know in reality you'd have that one and that one light up with fire. Unfortunately those don't have LEDs behind them, at least not yet. It's something that can come down the line and make the fire test more accurate. So now we can move up to the ADRS, and we can set them to nav, like so. And then for my company SOP, we should have the packs off already, and they'd have been left off at the end of the previous flight. So now what we can do is start going into the cockpit setup. So again, up to the overhead panel, starting on the left hand side at the bottom. Crew supply can go on, ground control comes on, and we do the CVR test, so we push and hold. We get the beep. The captain and purse switch is on captain. Strobe lights to auto, nav lights to 1, no smoking to go auto, and then the emergency exit lights can go on. Moving up, so the packs are all set. We do the battery test. Now I don't have my ECAM switching panel built yet, but that would go there, and we'd set the elect page on there, and then turn the batteries both off. Check that they're off, and we turn them both back on, and we check the charging rate on them. What next? We do the fuel pumps. As we're in the state for refueling, we leave the centre tanks off, and we leave the seatbelt sign switched off. And then you could do the fire test, but I prefer to do it all at the very start. We then move up this panel. Nothing really to touch up here, so we just leave that as it is. You can do a lights test, so it should all work. So everything that's wired in now lights up, which is good. You see I've got the extract override button there, and we've got the ditching push button as well. It is behind a guard, so you can remove the guard to access it. Same with the IDGs as well. The text that I used, the stickers were too big to write fault on there, so I've had to abbreviate some of the words to get the lettering to to fit onto the switch. But it gives a good impression. So that said, that's pretty much it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. There'll probably be more to come, and yeah, going forwards there'll be more features added, and hopefully do more uploads, and keep you up to date on the build of my sim. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. Any questions, fire away in the comments, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.